can look at greater than or less than or equal to, right? So we know that 5 is less than 7. So my symbol here is right here. Alright, the greater side gets the wider mouth, right? So the wider mouth points to the greater side. It's almost like they call it the alligator is eating the bigger number, alright? So when I come here, it's 21 greater than, less than, or equal to 42 over 2. Alright, first thing I do, when I come across a fraction, I say, can this be reduced? Alright, and I can see that it's 42 over 2. They're both even numbers. So every even number can be reduced by 2. Right? I know that 2 can go into 2 once, and 2 can go into 42 21 times. Or, I know that over my head, but if I really want to do it, 42 over 2 is the same thing as saying 42 divided by 2. So, 42 divided by 2, right? And I could do it like this. 2 could go into 4 2 times, right? 4 minus 4 is 0, and I can bring this down, 2, and then 2 could go into 2 once, alright, and my answer is 21, right? So 21 is over 1 is also known as 21, right? So this is 21 equals 21. Now this, 1/2, or 1 over 2, is it greater than, less than, or equal to 1 over 3, or 1/3, right? So the way I do this is this: you have to turn this into a decimal, or you could turn it into a fraction. Or you could turn it into a percentage. I'm going to turn it into a decimal, right? So this is the same thing as saying 1 divided by 2. Alright, so 1 divided by 2, right? So 2 could go into 1 0 times, right? 2 times 0 is 0, la la la. That's still a 1. I add my decimal point here. Goes up there. I add my 0, I bring down a 0. 2 could go into 10 how many times? 5 times, right? So 2 times 5 is 10. You got a 0 there. Alright, so this is actually 0.5. 1/2 is equal to 0.5. Alright, now we have 1 divided by 3. 3 could go into 1 how many times? 0. Alright, 0 times 3. Right, 0 times 3 is 0. Right, 1 minus 0 is 1. I added my decimal, bring this down, and don't forget to put your decimal up top. 3 can go into 10 how many times? 3 times, right? 3 times 3 is 9. Alright, I can already tell that this is going to be smaller than the 1/2. So I have 0.3, and it's going to give me another 0, so it's going to be 1.3, and it's just going to keep going. And I have 0.5. I know that 5 is greater than 3, so I put my mouth to the bigger side, and this is 1/2 is greater than 1/3.